welcome to the Coach's Corner. As you can see, we've got some different personnel in for this week. Montana Finley will return triumphantly next week. We're shooting fall break for most of the local schools, so we decided to let everybody have a little vacation. So for those that don't know, I am David Riley, and we have our esteemed guest this evening. This is Garrett Riley. He is my
star offspring.
He is one of many sons. But I realized some of our conversations were entertaining when we talked about sports, and so I decided that would be at least entertaining for someone else to watch as well. Obviously, it's going to be hard this week to ignore the John Gruden thing. He's the coach that got or resigned after an investigation revealed several emails indicating some homophobic and some other prejudices. Do you think he did the right thing?
Stepping down?
Yeah.
I mean, he was either going to step down or he was going to get fired. So I guess he kept his severance package, so good for him. Good for him. But he did the right thing, for sure. There's no reason that someone who behaves that way in private should be able to lead publicly, you know what I'm saying? So. Now,
you obviously played sports in high school. If that had been your coach, what would your reaction have been learning about the emails?
I mean, obviously, no one wants to, it wouldn't have been good. No one wants to take orders from somebody that you know you don't line up with morally, for the most part, and that's like, he was behaving like he was born in the 1930s. Like, he was saying some crazy things, so I think if I was put in that situation, it would have been hard. It definitely would have been hard to take anything they said to heart, honestly.
I got you. Now, you participate a little more aggressively in some of the NFL games.
Gambling.
Yeah, you would call that gambling. But has that changed? I mean, I know when you were younger you liked Atlanta, and I assume that's still true.
Actually, no. I really liked Atlanta because that's where we were located. And my sweet loving grandmother had bought me an Atlanta Falcons beanie that I still own, actually. Probably pretty gross, but it's a memory. But yeah, no, I lived most of my life here in Tennessee, and then when I really got interested in football, like about a year and a half ago, I watched Derrick Henry run over people like they were children. I was like, yep, this is my team. I like their colors, I like their hair, I like all of it. It's a great thing.
Well, and now, for me, it's more passive for me. If I'm going to watch an NFL game, which is reasonably rare, frankly, I'm not going to have skin in the game figuratively. I still can't believe my Detroit Lions cannot catch a break. But
makes gambling on them easy, though. Think Detroit's going to lose this week? $1,000, baby. It's easy work.
What game, how do you pick your games? Because I did an editorial where I begrudged the fact that all of the commentary now basically centered around whether or not a game was going to beat the spread. How do you see the games? How has it changed watching those games?
How has it changed watching the games since there's money on the line?
Yeah.
So I'm not a huge football fan by any means, so for the most part I don't care what's happening, but I am a fan of my own bank account. And so when I watch, I take Tannehill for example, I think he's the quarterback for the Tennessee Titans. When I watch him fumble ball, and my blood pressure skyrockets to ungodly levels, and I think I need to be rushed to the ER. That's definitely very different than watching it with zero money on the line and being like, oh, that adult man just dropped a ball because another adult man tackled him. It's very different, very different.
Okay, well, gambling aside,
Right.
let's talk about the extra points, point after attempts this last weekend. Something like 12 or 13.
13, most in NFL history. The previous record was 11. Google that. Yeah, so, yeah, no, that was crazy. I actually watched two of them with my own eyeballs. I don't know how hard it is to kick a field goal. I've never attempted it. I'd like to now.
Think you're missing the call right now?
I could, that money should be mine. No, but last weekend or the weekend before, Justin Tucker put up that 66-yard field goal to win the game. And so I was like, wow, these kickers are superhuman. And then this weekend I watched 13 of them not go through the uprights, and I thought to myself, wow.
And that's just the point after.
Yeah, that is human error, no doubt. But yeah, I don't really know how to comment on that. Yeah, it's their job, they're professionals. No one does their job 100% all the time. Kobe missed shots, but people are kind of counting on you to get that 7 point, you know? You gotta...
Not a lot of diversification in your job title if you're the kicker.
You just gotta lift that leg and put the ball through. But I understand. Maybe it was windy. Maybe it's hard. Maybe they just had a fight with their wife before they stepped on the field. Like, who knows? Who knows what was going on? But 13 did not go in.
Okay. All right. Now, you said you don't like football, but, I mean, obviously, you don't pay any attention gambling-wise to anything else, do you?
So I have what most people would call a gambling-like problem. So last year I bet on...
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, you did great. Last year I was betting on the hockey playoffs. Never seen a hockey game in my life. Lost hundreds of dollars. American soccer sometimes. Don't know anything about it.
You played soccer?
No, I don't know anything about the American League.
Oh.
No, it's good. I'm fantastic at soccer. But,
humility.
Yeah, put that on my resume. No, I bet a lot of money on basketball when Atlanta made it to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. I made like $1,600 overall off of that. Yeah, so that was great. Just keep betting on the boy Trae Young. Other than that, I just bet on Derrick Henry and Trae Young and just hope it goes well. And a lot of the time it does, so.
I want to emphasize that we are not encouraging gambling.
It's an awful thing.
I'm actually trying to stoke a cautionary tale here.
Yeah, no, it does awful things to people, ruins relationships, ruins lives. But don't let that deter you from the fact you can win a lot of money.
Oh, my word. Well, with that exciting life lesson, we're going to cut away to a commercial. And we'll be right back and talk about some high school football.
They're back. Western Sizzlin' is now open, offering kitchen menu items including their new grilled Atlantic salmon. Or enjoy side items like fried okra, baked potatoes, macaroni and cheese, a new salad bar, fresh baked yeast rolls, and dessert choices. At Western Sizzlin', full catering service is available, as well as parties of up to 10 per table. For their to-go customers, Western Sizzlin' is now offering delivery with dinnerdelivered.com or curbside pickup at 423-942-5777. Come on by and give Western Sizzlin' a try and enjoy their new hours. That's right, Western Sizzlin' is now open 7 days a week, 10:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. Western Sizzlin', located just off I-24 at exit 155, 1130 Tennessee Highway 28 in Jasper. Western Sizzlin', they can't wait to serve you. And don't forget, now offering delivery with dinnerdelivered.com or curbside pickup at 942-5777. Western Sizzlin'.
B&B Recycling is proud to support the Coach's Corner. Committed to providing honest and quality customer service under new ownership, Paul Blevins and crew are waiting to fulfill all your everyday and commercial scrap metal needs. For prices and hours, call 256-437-9999 or find B&B Recycling on Facebook. That's 256-437-9999 and ask about free container services for commercial accounts. Back to the show.
And welcome back to Coach's Corner. If you're looking for Montana, he will return. I am filling in this week. This is Garrett Riley, and that is my son of 22 years.
Absolutely. Good morning,
I have
everybody.
much character with. Want to talk about our local teams on football this week. Marion County, which you declare as your alma mater, is undefeated this season. And they're brewing a pretty good drama potential for the end of the season, being undefeated, and they're facing Polk County at home this week. Polk County 3-4. It's kind of the hot or not thing. They can either get it to go or they can't. And so if the Warriors can keep their wits about them, home field, I like their chances, but obviously you got to hit the fundamentals. If they can get past Marion County or Polk County, that sets up the potential for Meigs County, who is also undefeated, but in the district with Marion County. That could be the final game of the regular season, Meigs versus Marion. And I suspect that will garner quite a bit of attention from local media and, regional media. We are local. But, Tay Diggs, Riley Rogers, Alex Condra, Riley Rogers gets accolades for his offensive production on the field, but I'm telling you, Riley Rogers, in the last 3 games, he had a run down from behind to prevent a touchdown. He had a blocked pass in the end zone, and how he didn't touch the defender, he defied physics to get his body to do that. And then he had an interception in the last game. So my point is, obviously, he plays Ironman football, but he's got to be somebody that the other teams are working around, because he's, to me, his big asset is the defense. And he's got multiple touchdowns, but I'm really pleased with what I see out of him.
Sounds like an absolute workhorse.
Yeah, and he's just one of those. A lot of guys obviously play Ironman in prep, but he doesn't phone it in. So I've got a lot of admiration for that. Whitwell is going to be coming back home off of a disappointing loss to Grundy in Colmont. After coming off of 2 games where they outscored opponents like 111-32 or something, to lose to Grundy 12-10 was a little bit surprising, I think, to a lot of people. They had an opportunity in the last 4 minutes for 2 field goals, and one reason or another, bad snap, horrible karma, whatever it was, they weren't able to deliver, and so Grundy breaks an 8-game losing streak that goes back to last season.
Congratulations to Grundy.
And it was Grundy's homecoming, so there was a little bit of incentive to keep going there. So, and to be fair, Grundy, they did what they could. and obviously it proved to be enough that game. We've got the only one going on the road. We'll be facing Lookout Valley, which is they are struggling this season. Hopefully we'll be able to get everybody on the same page for this game, because it's obviously a winnable game as long as they stay focused. I think even some of the players were surprised how much could go wrong in Colmont. So I think that'll bring them back with some focus. I think we can really, it's a young team. They've got a freshman quarterback. They've got a couple of juniors that are big on their ball carrying. I think on the whole roster, they only have like a handful of seniors anyway. So this is a team that is learning, but, fact is, when you break it down to W versus L, you want more W's. So I think we're headed in the right direction. It'll be exciting to see what happens moving forward, how they rebound from this game. Honestly, they still have a very legitimate shot at postseason. It'll be probably traveling. It'll definitely be traveling if they lose to Lookout. But if they lose to Lookout, depending on how the rest of the field does, there's a chance Will doesn't make it to the postseason. So hopefully they'll, again, peak at the right time, and they'll be able to make a pretty good punch in the postseason. South Pittsburgh, coming off a convincing win over Austin East from Knoxville. They won that game 42-0. They had quarterback Ricky Hunter back, and I think that helps just with continuity of the team. Not that they have bad quarterbacks, but Ricky's been the man for most of the season, and I think that contributed. People knew where the ball was going to be, and honestly, it could have been a lot worse for Austin East. They played the Sat Bean Stadium, and there were more turnovers than the Pirates are used to, but obviously they kept their wits about them and got composed and came back out and did what they needed to for the win. They will be traveling to Sail Creek this week. And for those making the trip, remember Sail Creek has been playing at Finley Stadium for the last few seasons. That is no longer true. The field facility is not at Sail Creek High School. That is a separate, but it's a good bit further than Finley Stadium. So if you're making the trip, put a few extra minutes in your commute there. Friday going through Chattanooga to get to that facility may not be a dream come true. If I may suggest, go by way of 111. I think you'll find that to be a little more credible commute. Honestly, South Pittsburgh looks good. I think, we tend to take it for granted that they're always going to perform. And they suffered a loss to Dade County, which they had some key people missing for that game, but I think it woke them up, and they were able to rebound and say, hey, look, here's what we did wrong. Again, the composure of that team is very impressive. So despite the drama that took place earlier in the season at the head coach position, I like South Pittsburgh's chances here, even on the road. They like I said, I think they'll do just fine here. And then, you like to start playing around with some sets going towards the postseason, try some different things, because postseason is its own animal. So, but once we get done with this week, we've got some key matchups for South Pittsburgh. Going to be taking on Oakland the following week, and Oakland is top tier Tennessee. I mean, I think they are ranked number one right now in the state of Tennessee. So that'll be an exciting opportunity for South Pittsburgh to look at, some aggressive defense, and again, just a nice springboard for postseason. I don't think there's a formula by way that South Pittsburgh doesn't see the postseason, so that's got to be on their horizon. So, but other than that, I want to wish all of our teams good luck. If you're traveling, safe travels. Please slow down on the way back, because everybody's trying to race back, and we'd rather have you here a few minutes later than not at all. So we're going to take a break, and did want to mention, remember, you can go see all of the episodes of the Coach's Corner Tennessee. We're on YouTube. If you just search for Coach's Corner -TN or -Tennessee, whatever sticks in your mind should bring us up. The website, coachescornertn.com. Want to caution you, you'll find a lot of the episodes there. We're still fine-tuning that while we're trying to put the paper together, but the website is there, and several of the episodes are there as well. So, but we're going to go pay a bill or two, and we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Harbin Automotive, located at 570 Micah Way in Scottsboro, has over 600 vehicles in stock and guarantees with Harbin's value pricing. Any customer can rest assured they're paying the lowest price anywhere in the nation on every model line that Harbin has in stock. Providing a range of new, used, and certified pre-owned vehicles, anyone at Harbin Automotive, from the knowledgeable staff of the Business Development Center to the fully staffed finance department, all Harbin employees can help customers find the price and style they're searching for, while the service department can get that new car ready to be driven from the lot or the showroom in a matter of minutes. Shopping for a new or used vehicle can be a big decision. However, that doesn't mean it can't be one that's enjoyed by everyone. Visit Harbin Automotive, 570 Micah Way in Scottsboro. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. till 7 p.m. Saturday, 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Call 256-259-6400 or shop online anytime at harbinautomotive.com. Make the short drive and save at Harbin Automotive, Scottsboro, Alabama.
I look to the tower for vision, because someday I'll have to send him to college, and I want to be ready.
We look to the tower for strength, because cash flow sometimes doesn't flow at all. You need a strong partner behind you.
My family looks to the tower for innovation.
Well, that and lollipops for the children.
Look to the tower. Tower Community Bank, a higher standard. TowerCommunityBank.com.
B&B Recycling is proud to support the Coach's Corner. Committed to providing honest and quality customer service under new ownership, Paul Blevins and crew are waiting to fulfill all your everyday and commercial scrap metal needs. For prices and hours, call 256-437-9999 or find B&B Recycling on Facebook. That's 256-437-9999 and ask about free container services for commercial accounts. Back to the show.
And welcome back to Coach's Corner. Garrett is taking a little hiatus from traveling internationally. He has made his way to some different sporting events. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you've been learning?
I lost a lot of money gambling on cricket.
How much did you know about cricket?
None at all. Just that it had a funny name. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't learn a whole lot. After I lost my first $800, I was like, yep, I'm done for it. I'm done on cricket. Cricket's not for me. Watched a lot of the Euro Cup. That's a biggie. A lot of that. A lot of European football. That was great. But I'm very excited to be back where we can get back to America's favorite pastime, baseball.
Now, do you have a team?
See, now this is where it gets crazy because this is where I flopped back to the Atlanta roots.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the Braves are the Braves, baby.
Yeah, well, right now, they're in decent shape. They are leading their series 2-1. And they are taking on Milwaukee Brewers. So, 5-game series to get to the
to proceed to the next round.
Yeah, I was trying to put them in the American League, and that's not correct.
I don't even know how the leagues are broken down, but since they are, you said it's a 5-game series, so
yes, and they're up 3-2-1.
Yeah, 3-1. 3-1. Yeah. No, but 2-1 is 2-1's great. That's a great position to be in. You know, I mean, any opportunity to progress is a great opportunity to progress. I'm sure they're very excited. You know, I mean.
Well, and why I said 3-1 was that the White Sox. I'm sorry, the Red Sox. I'll get it right eventually.
There's a lot of Sox.
The Red Sox are the only ones that have wrapped up their playoffs to get into their respective league championship. They are in the American League.
Congratulations to the Red Sox.
The Tampa Bay is no longer playing baseball this season because of them. So everybody else is they're right on the cusp. San Francisco Giants leading the LA Dodgers, White Sox leading Astros, and Braves are leading the Brewers. And so all of those remaining games put people in the championship for their league.
The Astros are from Houston, correct?
Correct.
So that was the team that in 2017 got caught like blatantly cheating and then held their title, right?
Yes,
I don't know why I asked like I didn't know. No, that's facts. Yeah. No, I don't know about that.
Yeah, obviously.
I think if you're an Astros fan, hear me well. You're not seeing heaven. Alright? You're the worst kind of people ever. You know how much money I lost that year? You're cheaters and you're scum. But where are they at in their series, the Astros? Yeah, that's why you're down 2-1 to a team named after footwear. The White Sox are beating you 2-1. But, however, congratulations on making it to the postseason. I can honestly say
I want to emphasize that the views expressed on this program do not reflect those of WEPG or Marion County newspaper.
Not seeing the gates. You're the worst.
Obviously,
we didn't forget. Never.
People that spend their money frivolously obviously remember things with a little more heartache.
That was like my first 3 months at my new then new employment opportunity, and boy oh boy did I lose a lot of it. But it's okay because look where it got me. I am now guest hosting Coach's Corner in Marion County, Tennessee, so I can slander Astros fans. You're the worst.
You cannot say that.
If he edits that in post,
I'm editing this whole clip.
I'll find a way. I'll tweet about it. Don't worry. You'll hear from me. You'll hear from me.